DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here goes tonight. Go.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. This is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs at 6-5 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to run again here with Pollard. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. In motion left comes Williams. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are. And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air, here is Goff. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that
one away. Again, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on it quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 15. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, here comes Swift. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts him right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Swinging this out for Pollard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Pollard going to try the right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 4. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Goff now to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check. I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To throw is Goff. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift from 3 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've all
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, he's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Lions 24. Buccaneers nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, 18.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jack Fox to kick off the Lions.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 24, Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To the air again. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 20, 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. Here's Goff.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down, Swift. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Complete on a crosser to Hall. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Buccaneers 16. Jack Fox to kick off the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Here's Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll look to throw again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Run for Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, gone. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Woodard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Buccaneers 23. Jack Clark to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
19,
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go, Shaq. Go, Nick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on.
He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Lions, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.